and a prosperous new year from Independent Television and Radio.
Hello everyone, thank you for joining us today on the program Healthy Living. I'm Adesu Sawagye. As you can observe already, the Harmattan is here, whether we want to like it or not, because when you see the level of dust on our streets, particularly earth roads, you will know that yes, so Harmattan don't show, you know. And there are so many persons who are very allergic to some things that happen this period. So I want to see how we can help you. I remember vividly this time last year, I was in the public transport and somebody was gasping for breath. You know, after all said and done, when the person regained herself, it was like she doesn't have history of asthma. She has not been sick like that, but she inhaled the dust and everything just got mixed up. We were quite scared, and thankfully everybody in that bus was nice. Everybody came down. The driver who was looking for water was looking for water. You know, Nigerians now, when they want to help, they help. Surprisingly, nobody brought out their phones to come and record. You know, that was nice. That was beautiful. But you know, once something like that is happening, you see everybody bringing their phone. Content creators, they want to create content from another person's problem. That's quite sad. We need to help anybody in emergency situation, not looking for how to create content out of somebody's pain. Now, let's go to what we have to discuss today. The Harmattan season and your lungs. What are the things that can happen to your lungs? Do you know? In case you don't know, I have a beautiful doctor in the house. She's Dr. Uche Ezeapota, Senior Registrar, Department of Medicine from the University of Benin Teaching Hospital. Hello, doctor.
Good afternoon.
You're looking cool. This Harmattan no near you.
At all.
That's lovely. All right, we're in the Harmattan season now. It is a natural season. So, but what are the things that can happen to one's lungs during this period?
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
Right, we are in the Harmattan period now. It has just started. What is Harmattan? Harmattan is just dry wind that comes with dust. Seen mostly in our parts of the world, the West African countries. And when this season comes around, it comes with so many things that affect our lungs. The lungs is a part of the body we use to breathe. So, with this dry weather, the lungs get dry quickly. The lungs are protected by the mucous membrane, let's just say the oil that keeps it running.
Okay.
Yes. So with this Harmattan now, it tends to dry up fast. And that is one of the biggest challenge we have this season.
Okay.
And when it dries up like that, it's a problem. You know, the oil is not there to keep the lungs working effectively. So when it dries up, it becomes irritated. The lungs become irritated. It can become inflamed. And from there, the person may be prone to develop a respiratory problem. Thank you.
Okay. So these respiratory problems, how does it come? What are the signs? What are the symptoms?
Thank you. So when the lungs become inflamed, they become hyperactive. It can come as a discomfort in the chest.
Okay.
When the person is breathing, you will say, I have pain on my ribs. It can as well come as cough. A lot of persons will begin coughing at this period. Also, it may come with sore throat, dry mouth, dry nose.
Like the ones I'm experiencing already.
Oh,
Cough, catarrh, and all of that.
that is the effect of harmattan.
Okay.
Yes, everything is dry.
So what do we do? Particularly for children first before we talk about adults, because at least some adults can take some precautionary measures, but children, they are carefree. How do we protect our children at this period?
For our children, we can try as much as possible to keep them away from dust, if possible, or limit the number of exposure to these dust particles. If it's a child that can put on a face mask,
Okay.
you will encourage that child to wear a face mask when going to school or when going out.
Okay.
Also, this is a season where we encourage water intake. Adequate water intake, frequent water intake to keep your mucous membrane moist.
Okay.
Yes.
And for the adults?
Likewise for the adults, same thing essentially, wear a face mask. If you are not comfortable with the disposable face masks, you can make a cloth. There are very good ones, cotton materials you can procure and wear it when you are going out. And if possible, you limit your exposure to dust, especially for adults with a background respiratory disease. Try and limit the number of exposure to this particle, this dust or windy particles. It will help.
Okay, you know, you said particularly adults with background ailments. We know that this period, those who are suffering from asthma, tuberculosis, and all of that will face some serious challenges. All right, dealing with all of that, what is this person supposed to do? And at this period, I've heard, I don't know if it's a fact or a myth, that this period, a lot of airborne diseases will begin to fly. So let's answer that first. Is it a myth or a fact that this Harmattan period, there will be lots and lots of airborne diseases?
It's a fact.
Okay.
Because this Harmattan period comes with wind, and this wind carries dust particles. And as well, it can trap organisms, germs. And we breathe, everybody breathes. We breathe in these things into our lungs. And that increases the likelihood of respiratory tract infection this Harmattan season. So when these microorganisms get trapped in the air, in the dust particles, we breathe it in, they go inside, the lungs are already dry, they are inflamed, they have this ability to quickly trap in these organisms, these germs, and they trigger the respiratory problems that we see in this period.
So, ladies and gentlemen watching, it's a fact that this period, a lot of airborne diseases will fly. So cover your faces with face masks if you can, and limit the way you go out. We'll take a short break. When we come back, Doctor will answer the other question. Stay with us. All right, thank you for staying tuned. We still have Dr. Uche with us, and we are talking about your lungs and this Harmattan season, the things that can happen to your lungs. All right, Doctor, talking about those with underlying ailments, particularly, let's take the issue of asthma. We know that some persons don't like to carry their inhalers as a result of stigmatization. Some don't want people to know that they are suffering from such an ailment. And this period is when crisis will always come up, or emergencies will just come upon that person. What is that person supposed to do? And what are those around that person supposed to do to help this person?
Okay. So, talking about people that have background asthma, likewise other respiratory illnesses, this period they are very prone to having an exacerbation. Exacerbation means a frequent attack of their symptoms. Okay? Because the lungs are already having problems. They are dry at this period, they are irritated, they are inflamed. This person with asthma has an increased risk of coming down with repeated attacks. So this season, any person with asthma or other respiratory infection should do as much as possible to take proper care of yourself. Number one, protect yourself by wearing a face mask.
Okay.
Very important when you are going out, to protect yourself against the dust and the wind and every other thing. Then stay hydrated. Take enough water. Avoid any form of triggers that can make you to come down with an attack. Triggers like smoke. If you see anybody smoking around you, please try and step away. Leave that environment.
Okay.
That allow people to burn anything, refuse. I think this is a period of bush burning and all.
Yeah, people will burn bushes.
Try as much as possible to stop that. Don't allow anybody to burn anything around you because it can trigger your asthma.
Okay.
Also, ensure you carry your inhalers with you in case of any attack. Please don't be shy of bringing out your inhalers when you are in public. You are trying to hurt yourself if you do that. I won't advise you to do that. Bring out your inhaler and use it as recommended. Also, keep up with your health checks. Visit your doctor for follow-up. In case there are any adjustments to make to your medications, because there are times when you follow up in clinic, either your medications are step up or step down.
Okay.
When your symptoms are mild, it can be step down. So this period, you need to visit your doctor so that adjustments can be made to your medications.
Okay, this issue of asthma, is this something that can be cured or managed?
Asthma can be managed. It cannot be cured. We manage it by taking your medications as when due. And most importantly, avoid the triggers. Anything that can trigger your asthma, avoid it completely. You cannot bleach oils to fry your tomatoes. Some are allergic to their pets, cats, dogs, even your termites, your chairs in the parlor. So it's your duty to try and find out what really
what your triggers
triggers your asthma, and you make do away with that thing so that your symptom will be as mild as possible. Some persons live with asthma, but nobody will know because their symptoms are well controlled.
Okay.
That is the aim in managing asthmatic patients.
That's huge. Okay, this period, a lot of children have started coughing. And, you know, like in our usual character, an ordinary cough, we just go to the backyard, pluck a fairy, pluck bitter leaf, squeeze together, give that child to drink, or we just look for this one that they call leaf of life. Just squeeze it, add a little bit of salt, give the child to drink. Even adults take it, you know. But you see parents keep giving that to their children, even when they are not finding relief. So what is one supposed to do in such a situation? Should we leave that child to just keep coughing, or others will just decide to do self-medication? What I'm trying to ask is this. You know, children, when they cough, they have this wheezing sound or some kind of funny sounds. How do we know if that is asthma or just ordinary cough? What are the signs we should look out for?
Okay, for children with asthma, when they start coughing, we are not sure whether it's asthma or any child that is coughing. You don't know what is wrong with this child. And a child have coughed for 1, 2, 3 days. Please take the child to a hospital.
Even 1 week, parents don't bulge.
We do all sorts of self-medications. It's not advisable. When a child is coughing, you've done covering up this child, keeping the child warm, giving some warm water, and child is still coughing, take the child to the hospital. Symptoms of asthma will include coughing, which may be worse at night. Patient and child may be having difficulty with breathing, may complain of chest pain. The child may be wheezing. When the child is breathing, you hear some musical sound that is known as wheezing. The child begins to wheeze. These are all the signs of asthma. The patient or the child needs to see a doctor for review.
Okay, you know, because of this notion that hospitals are quite expensive, why don't I go to this one pharmacy and go and buy medicine to give to my child? I need you to talk about this issue of visiting the chemist or pharmacy, as the case may be, before seeking the help of a doctor when the problem is almost taking over that person.
Visiting the health institution, the doctor we still have a deficit in seeking health care. When a child is coughing, you may, as a mother, you go to the chemist, buy some syrup to give to this child a day or two, which is not even advisable because you don't know why this child is coughing. You are giving an expectorant, a cough syrup, to suppress the cough. That is not good. We don't give children cough syrup because we want to know exactly. Yes, it's not advisable to give children cough syrup because the doctor wants to know what is happening with this child. Is it a bacterial cough? Is it a viral cough? And you are just suppressing this cough. It is not good. When a child is coughing, please take the child to a pediatrician for proper care.
Okay, that's fantastic. I hope my people are listening. You don't take all of that into your own hands. Self-medication, like doctor said, the damaged person. No. Okay, now doctor, you know, a lot of us don't even know when we have allergies. So how do we test for allergies?
Okay, allergy simply means the body, the immune system, reacting to something that ordinarily should not cause a problem.
Okay.
This may be due to our genetic makeup or other environmental factors. Some persons may be allergic to medications, food, and some other things, either by eating it, just inhaling it, or applying on the skin. You can be allergic to anything. So when you notice some symptoms of allergy or allergic reactions, you have to find out exactly what you are reacting to, because if you don't make and remove that thing, you keep coming down with allergic reaction. And when you take a particular thing and you start coughing, or you start wheezing, or you start sneezing, or your eyes start itching you, turning reddish, or you even start having difficulty in breathing, these are the various forms of allergic reaction. And when it gets to this, you need a proper medical checkup.
But people don't go for medical checkup. Maybe there's a particular chemical in your cream that you're reacting to, you don't know. The next thing, I better go buy me oil. You don't rub oil for your body. You know, but that works too. For some persons, it does work.
It's just to calm it down. Because if you go back to apply the same thing on your body, it will come back worse.
So what's the permanent cure for allergies now?
Allergies, there are medications for allergy.
Really?
Yes. There are medications for allergy which will be given to you in the hospital. The permanent cure is to remove the allergen, what is causing this allergy. When you remove it, then you are free. Except your immune system comes in contact again with the allergen.
What if the immune system is fighting itself over anything at all? What does one do?
That is an autoimmunity, where your body is fighting itself against something that is described as autoimmunity.
Okay, there's this thing that I really want to talk about now. When somebody have colds, catarrh as a result of inhaling dust and all of that, it gets to a point that maybe when you sneeze or when you try to blow your nose, you bring out, you know, like catarrh has its own color, but this time around, you're blowing your nose, you're bringing out blood. Other times it's brownish, and sometimes it smells. What condition is that?
Okay, as I said earlier, with this Harmattan season, the windy air, the dusty air can trap viruses, and you inhale it. It will go to your lungs and cause problems. Things like pneumonia.
Oh.
Yes. This is a period for pneumonia.
That's huge.
When you inhale this virus into your lung, you come down with pneumonia, bronchitis, inflammation of the lungs. Okay? People that have other chronic illness, respiratory illnesses, come down with exacerbations. Okay? So when you have these things, you try as much as possible to see your doctor, because sometimes it comes down with fever. And we also encourage this season for people to go for vaccination. Actually, there's vaccines we take against the influenza virus. The influenza virus
That's
is
this period.
This period. It
There are vaccines.
There are vaccines that you take every year to help.
Any age limit?
The influenza virus vaccine, from 6 months can take it. Then there is the pneumococcal vaccine. We encourage the elderly ones to take. It protects them. It gives them this protective covering against all the things flying in the air.
What did you call the virus again? The vaccination again?
Influenza vaccine.
Okay.
And the pneumococcal
vaccine.
Yes.
All right, doctor. One statement of advice as we round up our show.
My advice for us is to take care of ourselves as much as possible this period, even as we go out to hustle for our daily bread. Try to protect yourself. Wear a face mask. Face mask goes a long way to protect against respiratory diseases.
All right,
and
Dr.
stay
Uche.
hydrated.
Okay, Dr. Uche, thank you so much for finding time to be with us.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, guys, you've heard everything Dr. Uche said, particularly those vaccines. The elderly, please do all that you can to go take their vaccines. They don't call off strike, just in case you don't know. The strike has been called off, so you're free to walk into the hospital as you like. That vaccine is very important, okay? And be hydrated. Wear face masks, all right? And you'll be happy you did. Dr. Uche, a pleasure to talk to you today. All right, guys, we'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.
Some days, there comes the Ugemobo Festival, which the Oba celebrates outside the palace gate. A pavilion is built of red cloth where rites are performed to drive away all evil spirits still unsatisfied by the year's sacrifices. The Emobo Festival is to commemorate an event in Benin history which dates back to 1504 AD.
Yari yari, Oba Tope!
The Oba of Benin added a colorful mood to the year's celebration as he walks round the city center amidst cheers.
Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year from Independent Television and Radio.
The much anticipated 2026 is here, and I'm so happy that you're joining us for the first edition of the program News Review in the Year. I am Deborah Iviogbe from thanking you so much for joining us on the program. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu during the week on Diary Review assured Nigerians that 2026 will be more prosperous for all. The president stated this in his New Year message on Thursday last week, adding that his administration will sustain the momentum on the major reforms. He said the focus in 2026 will be on consolidating the gains and continuing to build a resilient, sustainable, inclusive and growth-oriented economy. According to him, Nigeria closed 2025 on a strong note despite the policies to fight inflation. It recorded a robust GDP growth each quarter, with annualized growth expected to exceed 4% for the year. He explained that the nation maintained trade surpluses and achieved greater exchange rate stability, while inflation declined steadily and reached below 15%, in line with his administration's target. The president further assured that with patience, fiscal discipline and unity of purpose, Nigeria will emerge in 2026 stronger and better repositioned for sustainable growth. Now moving on, we also reported during the week on Diary Review that Nigerians expressed optimism that the new year 2026 will usher in good things for the people and urged Nigerian leaders to tackle economic hardship. They made a call in churches where they observed the crossover night service to usher in the year 2026. A team of reporters in different states obtained comments from religious ministers and others.
Celebration filled the air in the various churches visited following the crossover night services. The Archbishop of Benin Metropolitan See, His Grace Most Reverend Dr. Augustine Obiora Kubeze, alongside Pastor Joel Dominic, Reverend Emeka Ekoga, Prophetess Emokaro, and Pastor Michael, stated that God has revealed that 2026 will be a year of success and fulfillment.
It's a year of kabod. Kabod is tangible glory.
That 2026 is going to be our year of grace for extraordinary. Fear God, keep His commandment.
2026 is going to be a blessed year. The Holy Spirit have already revealed that there's going to be a series of blessings.
God has done so much for us. If not for God, I only Him know where we would have been.
At exactly midnight, as the 2026 was ushered in, church members jubilated in thanksgiving to God Almighty for granting them the grace to witness the new year. The city center within the Benin metropolis also recorded heavy pedestrian and vehicular movement following the crossover night celebrations. From Benin, Wellington, Akodeja, I hereby hand over to Bega Ahmed in Warri.
It was celebration all the way during the crossover night in Warri as Christian worshippers at Living Faith Church, Uti, and other churches visited, danced, and prayed to God for His mercy throughout 2025 and for preserving their lives to witness the new year 2026. The religious leaders, including Prophet Isaac Ariole of Goshen Freedom Tabernacle and Senior Apostle Isaac Eguere of Christ Healing Temple of God Church, expressed confidence that Nigeria will be great again. They called on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to do the needful in the new year by addressing hunger, suffering, and hardship across the country.
The government seems to have a purpose, but the purpose itself is hitting on the common man. Look at the tax reform. If not God, we cannot even say this year.
Respondents described 2025 as a difficult year in the nation's history and urged political leaders at the federal, state, and local government levels to embark on massive infrastructure development to eliminate the untold hardship Nigerians experience on a daily basis. I hand over to my colleague Messilina Nkwo for updates in Lagos State.
The street of Lagos took on a different look, illuminated with various lighting designs reflecting festive season. Worshippers who gathered at different worship centers usher in the New Year expressed joy at Saint 2026, but stressed that government at all levels, while expressing hope for a better Nigeria, the resident called for clarity of purpose and effective governance.
Mercy will follow Nigerians, and it shall be well with our president.
The crossover night celebration was capped with the usual fireworks displays across parts of the city. From Lagos, Messilina Nkwo, ITV News.
Still on the new year, we reported John Wick Review that Governor Monday Okpebholo expressed optimism that the year 2026 will usher in hope, growth, and renewed zeal to tackle all forms of insecurity across the state. The governor made the remark during the 2026 crossover service held at the Living Faith Church headquarters, Sapele Road, Benin City.
Governor Okpebholo and the company of his deputy, Right Honorable Dennis Idahosa, and other state government officials joined Edo State residents to witness the final moments of 2025 and usher in the new year amid celebrations and praises to God. In a virtual message, presiding Bishop of Living Faith Church, Bishop David Oyedepo, who declared 2026 as a year of open doors, encouraged believers to enter into a covenant of service to God in the new year as a guarantee for all-round rest. He admonished worshippers to serve God diligently, ignore prevailing circumstances, and adhere strictly to divine instructions.
The you that we are saved today, by the end of 2026, as Jesus tarries, will be several times over. You jump at his instructions, it will keep the quality of life from one level to another.
Speaking in an interview, Governor Okpebholo expressed confidence that 2026 would be stress-free for Edo people, assuring that insecurity and all forms of criminality would be confronted decisively in the new year.
I believe that 2026 will be a year of stress-free for Edo people. Make sure that Edo is free of kidnapping, courtesans, and others.
The crossover service climaxed with prayers and praise and worship sessions. Kingsley Uchebu, ITV News.
In the same vein, the 2026 early morning due Thanksgiving service, organized by the household of Igbinejan, was held amidst fanfare during the week under review. The 2026 edition of the early morning due, tagged My Year of Glory, Honor and Peace, attracted dignitaries from all walks of life.
The 2026 Morning Due Thanksgiving service kicked off on a joyful note, marked by excitement and gratitude as guests showered compliments on the chief host, the Esama of Benin. This year's event showcased a variety of melodious renditions by different choirs, adding uniqueness to the celebration and thrilling both guests and the chief host, the Esama of Benin, and Honorary Remaining Consul to Edo and Delta States of Nigeria, His Excellency Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Osawo Igbenedion. Attendance at the epoch-making event was unprecedented as distinguished personalities gathered to partake in the Morning Due Thanksgiving service. The vineyard was also well represented with a lineup of respected and high-profile clergymen in attendance. The theme of this year's Morning Due Thanksgiving took center stage as former president of the Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria, Reverend Felix Omobude, described the Esama of Benin as a man who has given great honor and reverence to God.
Grace is the decree for you. Amen. Whenever you need people around you, you will not be found wanting. Amen.
The The Edo State Chairman of the Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria and Vision Bearer of Family Intercessory Ministry, Dr. Margaret Agbonifo, praised the chief host, the Esama of Benin, Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Osawari Igbinedion, for sustaining the Money Due initiative. She noted that starting the year in God's presence is highly commendable. Dr. Agbonifo also appreciated the matriarch of the Igbinedion dynasty for her support to her husband as well as the children for maintaining consistency in the Money Due program.
Wherever your name will be mentioned, the glory of God. Why? Because a son that gives his father glory, the father honor.
Special prayers were offered for the Esama of Benin, his wife, children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. The high point of the day was the Thanksgiving dance to the altar. In his appreciation, Esama of Benin, Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Osawari Igbinedion, whose speech was read by Bright Ayemehue Igbinedion, thanked everyone for taking time out to join him and his household for the 2026 edition of Money Due. He further made history by initiating for the first time prayers from the Esama of Benin for the clergymen in attendance.
For the first time in the house of Igbinedion, all the clergymen will go in front of the Esama. They are going to receive special prayers from him this year. Now, the Esama is going to pray for you all now. Something that's never been done. If you talk about man being in the spirit, there's no better person. If you talk about experience, there's no better person.
The tongue that used to pray God well, may God continue to bless you.
Amen.
We will never regret backward.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. The ITV radio family was fully represented at the event, led by the managing director, Engineer Elvis Obaseki. The event later shifted to the reception ground. From Benin, Fosa Wangwe, ITV News.
As a follow-up to that report, we told you during Weekend Review that dignitaries at the 2026 early morning due service heartily eulogized the commitment of the Esama of Benin Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Osawari Igbinedion for consistently holding the program every year to honor God. A lavish reception was held to entertain guests who attended the year's early morning due service.
The early morning due service was a conglomeration of dignitaries from all walks of life, prominent clergymen and women, friends of the House of Igbinedion, as well as dignitaries from different parts of the country converged for the service. Okada Avenue residents of the Esama of Benin and the adjoining streets were packed full with vehicles, pointing to the caliber of guests at the event, while the program was broadcast live on ITV and radio simultaneously. Some dignitaries who described the gathering as a true manifestation of the glory of God said the Esama's love for God is unparalleled.
He understands the source of his strength. So, and he honors God when it comes to the things of God.
This is the opportunity to let you know that Esama is not just human. Esama is a spirit. Esama has special assignment. And what he's doing every year is in obedience to God's instruction.
Coming here is always one of the best ways to start a new year, because you can be sure of quality praise to God.
Now gathering people together to have an early morning worship is worth emulating.
He's a man you will love to know. You see us here, everybody's happy, you don't see anybody squeezing face, we have all gone into it.
A clergyman, Prophet Sunday Ukperi, MD ITV and radio, Engineer Elvis Obaseki, and others commended the Esama of Benin for being consistent with the program and prayed for God to prolong his life, for humanity to continue to benefit from his wealth of experience and magnanimity.
That is the secret of his longevity. That is the secret of his established heart. That is the secret of his prosperity.
Our chairman Esama of Benin is a man that loves God, and he's never shy to tell the world in thanksgiving how much he feels and reverences a God.
The Esama of Benin, an honorary Romanian consul to Edo and Delta states of Nigeria, His Excellency Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Osawari Igbinedion, has for decades hosted the early morning due service in demonstration of his love for his creator.
I thank God Almighty for see today. I do for what for next year. The same day. God Almighty. I pray God will do it for me.
From Benin, Pius Nsogo, ITV News.
Still on the New Year celebration, we told you during Weekend Review Independent Television and Radio on Thursday last week ushered residents into the new year with a colorful, high-energy celebration tagged Isenogbe Groove, held at the station's premises in Edo State. The New Year Fiesta, which attracted management and staff of independent television and radio partners and members of the public, featured an exciting blend of music, dance, games, and prize-winning activities.
Management and staff of Independent Television and Radio, led by the Managing Director, Engineer Elvis Obaseki, joined children, their parents, and other fun seekers on the dance floor to celebrate the station's annual New Year event, Iselogbe Groove. In an address, the Executive Director, Finance and Administration, Lady Celerina Ojomo, said the event provides an avenue for children and their parents to welcome the New Year in a relaxed, entertaining, and family-friendly atmosphere.
It is our first show for the year 2026. So we are very glad you have found time to come and celebrate the first day of the year with us.
Sponsors of the event, including Engrace Smile Travel and Logistics, Sun Peak Energy Solutions Limited, and Bet King, also delivered goodwill messages to guests.
I must confess that this is a wonderful way of celebrating the new year. Sun Peak Energy Solutions Limited is an outfit that is into sales and installation of solar materials.
At Engrace Smile Travels and Logistics, we offer VIP treatment, providing a first-class experience for routes like Benin to Lagos and beyond.
We at BetKing want to use this medium to say a happy new year to everyone here. BetKing is into a profitable business with steady income.
Highlights of the celebration included a New Year resolution and prayer dance presentation by members of the planning committee.
No to laziness, no corruption, no to prostitution, no to robbery.
Children and parents took part in various competitions such as gele tying, tie nodding, step dance, balloon busting, as well as children, youth, and adult dance contests.
Anytime. First to finish. Big balloons, watch them.
Winners in different categories received prizes presented by members of management, including the Executive Director of Operations, Chief Elder Ogbede Uwunwose.
I feel great about today's party. I want to say thank you for all you have done for me.
I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
I feel fantabulous, thanks to ITV.
For this great gift, thank you, I love you.
In a closing remark, the director, Independent Radio, Pastor Dr. Dan Omozusi, expressed satisfaction with the success of the event.
This would not have been possible without the platform vetted by our chairman, His Excellency, Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel. The
Iselogbe Groove once again reinforces Independent Television and Radio's role as a unifying platform that promotes entertainment, culture, and community engagement in Edo State. From Benin, Jola Dioju, ITV News.
Workers in Edo State Civil and Public Service during the week-end review were thrown into celebratory mode following the sustenance of payments of the 13-month salary by Governor Monday Okpewolo as Christmas bonus aimed at boosting workers' morale. The extra pay and improved welfare packages are intended to bring joy and financial relief to workers amid prevailing economic hardship and the expenses associated with the festive season.
The financial relief provided through the payment of the 13th month salary to Edo State workers is expected not only to boost morale, but also to help them prepare adequately for the new year, a period often marked by economic challenges. In several ministries, departments and agencies visited, the excitement was palpable as workers commended Governor Okpewolo for his worker-friendly policies, including the implementation of the new minimum wage and the prioritization of workers' welfare under the administration's Shine agenda.
I'm saying God bless you. Thank you for making our Christmas and New Year celebration colorful and memorable.
Those who have children fees to pay, they will pay it without stress.
We thanked him for at least sustaining the tempo. At least so far so good. He has been doing very well.
I checked my phone. Honestly, I saw it. I screamed. I was really excited because we know December being a festive season, it comes with a lot of expenses. and all of that. So with this coming, in fact, I was just so overwhelmed.
Speaking on the development, Edo State Commissioner for Finance, Honorable Manuel Okoebo, said the extra pay and enhanced welfare packages, beyond bringing joy and relief to workers, demonstrates the governor's commitment to building a motivated and productive workforce.
The government is very prudent, and provision was made specifically for this purpose over time. Also worthy of note that we will not borrow money from any bank to fund this 13th month. And as a state, we have not borrowed.
Workers in the Edo State Civil and Public Service on Tuesday morning received alerts for their 13th month salary, fulfilling Governor Bolo's promise to cushion the effects of expenses incurred during the Christmas festivities. Kingsley Uchebu, ITV News.
Independent Television and Radio rounded off the year with its 2025 end-of-year dinner and award night held at the Uyi Ground Event Center in GRA Benin City. The event, which celebrated excellence, dedication, and teamwork, featured the presentation of awards to staff who won in different categories. A special award was also presented to the managing director of the station, Engineer Elvis Obaseki, in recognition of his commitment to staff welfare.
The Uyi Grand Event Center in GRA, Benin City, was agog with festivities as Independent Television and Radio held its 2025 end-of-year dinner and award night, bringing together management, staff, sponsors, and several dignitaries to celebrate dedication, excellence, and teamwork. In his remarks, the managing director of ITV and Radio, Engineer Elvis Obaseki, expressed appreciation to the founder and ASAM of Benin, Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Osawa Wigbenedio, for providing the enabling environment for the station to attain enviable heights.
This is what we are out here for this evening. Celebrate you, reward you, appreciate you, encourage you, and motivate you to be better than you are this year.
Highlights of the ceremony was the unveiling of ITV and Radio First Brand Ambassador Sydney Shoka. Some of the dignitaries presented awards in various categories to winners. GM Group Commercial Services, Mrs. Odun Balogun, emerged Best Manager of the Year. Deputy General Manager, Programs Division, Dr. Sonny Duke Okosun, won the overall Best Staff of the Year award, and Jolade Ojo won Best Staff in the Newsroom. Other honors included Departmental Best Staff and Supermarketer of the Year.
I'm highly elated to win this award back to back. I give it all to God, because it's my helper and my everything.
This award is to all the staff of ITV and Radio. Because I don't know what you've seen in me to consistently for the past 3 years give me this honor.
The staff and guests were excited as an award was also presented to the Managing Director, Engineer Elvis Obaseki, for his outstanding leadership and commitment to the growth of the station.
I'm so happy. I cannot even describe my joy. More reasons to even work more for the department and the company at large.
I thank my colleagues also for voting for me 2 years in a row. My colleagues, thank you.
I want to first of all thank God Almighty for making it possible for me to be here today. And I also want to thank the management of ITV and Radio.
I'm a recipient of this award. It's very, very humbling and also deeply encouraging.
On behalf of Independent Television and Radio, I present you this special award for presentation in ITV Radio for this year. Congratulations, sir.
We want to thank God Almighty for a day as this. It's been a day we had looked forward to. It has come upon us. To God alone be all the glory.
From Benin, Ofure and Neto, ITV News.
The joy of residents of Igbo Shodi in Ovia North-East local government area of Edo State knew no bound as a member of the House of Representatives representing Ovia Federal Constituency, Honorable Mosede Igbenejon, distributed bags of rice to enable them celebrate the Yuletide season in a special way.
It was an atmosphere of excitement as the beneficiaries collected their bag of rice from the House of Representative member, whom they described as a leader who consistently remembers her constituents through regular interaction and engagement. A trailer load of rice was evenly distributed to residents in some communities in Ovia Federal Constituency as they expressed gratitude to the Honorable for the kind gesture. Some of the beneficiaries said the intervention was not only timely but reassuring, noting that it showed they have true grassroots representation at the National Assembly. While appreciating Honorable Mosede Igbinedion, the residents said the distribution had enabled them to celebrate during the Yuletide peacefully.
Since we never see we give us 1 cup of rice, but now our mama don't come. She don't give us bag of rice. We'll go eat with our children. Mommy, we thank you. Thank you, ma.
We thank Mama who they give us this rice. So since nobody don't give us rice like this, even cup of rice, Mama they try, even that money, now everything they give us. So we thank her well.
Speaking of camera during the distribution, Honorable Mosede Igbinedion, representing Ovia Federal Constituency in the Green Chamber, said her goal is to serve her people selflessly, irrespective of the religion or tribe, in as much as they reside in Ovia Federal Constituency. Hence, the need to provide food items and other support to make the festive season comfortable and memorable. She added that her constituents are very dear to her, assuring that all communities under Ovia Federal Constituency will continue to benefit from the dividends of democracy. From Ovia area, Efosa Wangwell, ITV News.
Also in the week, we told you that more facts emerged regarding the adoption of Dr. Pedro Obaseki by hoodlums in Benin City. The humiliation and adoption of Dr. Pedro Obaseki on Sunday last week took everyone by surprise. He went, as usual, to Uwa Primary School field to play football, where he was dragged out of Uwa Primary School despite desperate efforts of other footballers to prevent the adoption. Dr. Pedro Obaseki has released a video to explain what transpired and how he was beaten and humiliated in Benin City.
Claiming or alleging that they were sent to come and take me to the palace. They invaded the place, some brandishing weapons, and dragged me about almost 5 kilometers from St. Joseph Catholic Church, where we have our primary school. Beat me, stripped me naked, and paraded me on the streets of Benin. Allegation was that I was in an event in London where I spoke to Edo people, and that at the end of my speaking, I said Edo Ratokbe, meaning may Edo people live long, instead of me saying Oba Ratokbe, may Oba live long. I was basically abducted by hoodlums.
As a follow-up to that report, we told you last week that the assault and public humiliation of scholar, actor, and cultural advocate Dr. Pedro Obaseki by hoodlums in Benin City, Edo State, sparked nationwide condemnation, raising fresh concerns over security lapses and respect for the rule of law. Dr. Pedro Obaseki was abducted on Sunday last week while playing football at our primary school, Igbesama Street, following allegations that he used an inappropriate traditional salutation.
What was meant to be a moment of relaxation turned traumatic for Dr. Pedro Obaseki, who was attacked and abducted by hoodlums while playing football at Uwa Primary School in Benin City. In a video released after the incident, Dr. Obaseki narrated how he was accused of using a wrong traditional salutation at an event in London. He said he was beaten, stripped naked, and dragged through several streets in Benin City, where he was forced to plead for his life. He described the experience as deeply traumatizing.
The allegation was that I said Edo Ratokbe, meaning may Edo people live long, instead of me saying Oba Ratokbe, may Oba live long.
In reaction, human rights organizations including Amnesty International, alongside the Benin Summit Group and legal practitioners in Benin City, condemned the assault, describing it as unlawful and a gross violation of human dignity. They called for the immediate arrest and prosecution of those responsible.
What happened in that video is totally condemnable. Before you know, Edo State will turn to Togri. Whoever is found wanting should be charged to court. Nobody's above the law.
It is alarming that there was no single policeman who could have come to the rescue of Dr. Pedro Obaseki. We envisage that security should be visible. It checks crime.
A constitutional lawyer and human rights activist based in Warri, Barrister Kesley Omoirabo, described the incident as a national disgrace, urging authorities to carry out a thorough investigation to ensure justice for the victim.
He has the fundamental right of freedom of speech. You beat him up, street him naked, drag him in the street. For what? Those boys must be arrested. Get with.
A Lagos resident, Pastor Oshodi, condemned the barbaric and unlawful conduct of the hoodlums.
That is a father of children. He has family who watch that thing. But what are these people trying to insinuate in Edo State? Where are these people returning us to? I'm so bitter as I'm with you now because I don't know how to express it.
Ahmed Tijani, a resident of Abuja, also condemned the act in strong terms, calling on the Nigerian police force to track down and prosecute the perpetrators.
I never expected that a thing like this would happen to someone like Dr. Don Pedro Obaseki. We cannot allow that to happen. And if the police truly wants to do their job, it will not take a rocket science because the faces of those persons are known.
With Nigerians across the country demanding justice for Dr. Pedro Obaseki, attention now turns to law enforcement agencies to ensure that those responsible are identified and brought to justice, reinforcing the principle that the rule of law must remain supreme. Jola Diojo, ITV News.
Do you have a wonderful week ahead? Bye for now.
And welcome to WIC Women in Conversation on ITV. My name is Patricia Urunu Gabriels. This is a table where women discuss. We talk about women, things that are pertaining women. Anyway, sometimes we bring in men, but for you to understand the program properly, it's usually women we talk about. And I have my women on the table that we do this together with. I have Barrister Chisom Abafo seated on my left hand. Chisom, you're welcome.
Thank you very much. Hi, Patricia.
Hi. And then I have Abe Dejowo. Abe is a social worker in the United Kingdom. You're welcome, Abe.
Thank you for having me.
And then, of course, I have Princess Edith. Princess Edith is the one that brings to the table all the traditional proverbs. Princess Edith, welcome. She is the CEO of Freedit Gold Global Limited. Edith, you're welcome to the program.
Thanks for having me. You're welcome.
Let's also look at some women who takes there's this medication meant for diabetic patients. I hear people take it now to lose weight.
Yes.
Okay, is that also healthy?
That's definitely not healthy. That is very risky. That can lead to severe health issues underlying. You just keep piling up.
Okay, so let me bring Mercy Johnson into this now. Okay, let's talk about celebrities now. At a time, Mercy Johnson became very thin. Yeah. I was very worried.
Yes, I think she has health issues.
Yeah.
I think it was health
But
issues.
she said it wasn't health issues. She was advertising the tablet she was selling to lose weight. Okay, so it wasn't health issues for her. I thought it was health issue because she wasn't looking good at all.
I thought as much.
But she was advertising. I can't remember the name.
A particular tea.
Yes, a particular tea. Yes.
For
slimming. Selling to slim down. Okay. In her case, that we all thought it was a health issue, do you think health problem would have joined it as a result of taking that tea? Because we don't even know what the tea is.
See, they make you believe, they make you see what you want to see. They make you hear what you want to hear. This is what she projected to us, that she was taking the tea, or she slimmed down because of the tea, advertising that brand. Whether it was her brand or somebody else's brand, I don't know. They make you see what you want to see. If it was health issue, we don't have the facts. But it was speculated at the time that she had some health issues. So I believe she has her reason for doing that. Are you getting it? And if it was for health issue, good. I'm happy.
My problem now is, if it was for health issue, why was she using a health issue to advertise, the slim tea?
And now it was a cover-up.
Yeah,
if it were for hair tissue, then it was a cover-up.
Now, a lot of ladies were going for the tea.
Everybody That's what I'm saying.
Because it was so fast.
Was there other results?
We wouldn't know.
There evidence? It is so fast, as in under how many weeks?
Yeah, she was
months. So people would want something like that. I don't need to go to the gym. Let me just be drinking this tea in the morning. Quick action and all of that. People's body system is different.
It's different.
You can drink this water, another person will drink it, and then you have something that will start reacting to your body and all of that. So that's why even when you mentioned the first lady who did think she died, she's not even the only one. We've had women who have gone for different kind of surgeries, liposuction and all of that. Even lip fillers.
Yeah.
People who have normal lips that God gave you, they will feel it. They want it to be bigger. And then
so I don't understand. When it's bigger and fuller, what do you get?
Chisom is on that topic, so let us know.
I don't get that.
No, the thing is,
so what do we get?
Some ladies are just crazy about beauty.
It makes you more beautiful.
It's a beauty standard because they said there are 3 main parts of the face that enhances a woman's beauty. The eyes, that's why they go for. There are people who lift this side of their eyes, to have this Chinese women kind of look. The brow, the eyes, the nose, and then the lips. So the brows, we have different things people do, permanent tattoo brows, all those things that you don't need to even wake up and start.
Oh my God.
Talking about all that, plastic surgery.
Yes.
Okay, in the US, we have seen a lot of celebrities also who wanted to go look good, lift their eyes, like you said, and then there were some mistakes done and they looked funny. Some of them are looking like animals right now.
Boshed up.
I think I would like that.
Surgery gone wrong. Yes, surgery gone wrong. And they're looking like animals.
Yes. Or it could be too much when
mistakes.
When
sometimes
you do too much of that. Because I saw one that I think it's not even surgery, it's Botox. I don't know whether
Botox. Yes.
So when you do it too much, I've been told that it would, because you're supposed to, when they inject it, you're supposed to strengthen your muscles or something, and then so that you look younger. But then when you do it too much, the muscles will now become
relaxed,
flat. The skin.
And then Botox as well. When you're like feeling your old face, and after a while, you now start to look. I think that's why.
Let's move on. Let's leave all that because it's beginning to become scary to me. I mean, when I see them, when I watch them on TV, why do you want to look like this? God didn't create you like this, and you have decided to. Some of them look like animals. Trust me. Some of them look like animals. Okay, so let's move on to beauty in general. Let's talk about women. How you decide to make yourself look good. I'm going to start off with hair. Some of us women could wear a braid for 4, 5, 6 months.
Oh my word!
And they begin to smell.
Oh my word!
And those kind of women are the ones that want to give you a hug when they see you. They're like, oh, Patricia, they're hugging you and their hair is smelling.
Do you know that some people actually
talk to my gender that way.
Actually believe that if you carry your braids for more than 4 months, it grows the hair. You know that, but so we have things like dreads. So there are people who actually feel that yes, it grows the hair when you keep the hair more than 4 months. So there are a lot of
and so you can't wash it.
Some would actually wash it. Some won't wash it.
At least wash it.
So these are the things that we need to explain to some women.
What's your beauty tip?
So my beauty tip is, yes, you're seeing other people doing the permanent way. It's even still not permanent. If you go get Botox, it's temporary. You have to go back to the doctor and be getting injections to maintain. So instead, you with your natural beauty, first of all, skincare. We have a lot of skincare product that maintains your natural beauty, your skin and all of that. You can buy their cheap ones. Money is not a factor in skincare. You can get little things from the cosmetic stores, use it to soap, body wash and all of that. Use it to maintain yourself. Perfumes that suits the skin and all of that. Look good. Your hair, you could make your hair regularly. You could buy wigs. I think there was one time a guy was advising girls that you should have at least 5 wigs in your house.
That's so much money. That is so much money.
You have the money.
Abe, what's your beauty tip?
You have the money.
What's your beauty tip?
You can buy with drink a lot of water, look after yourself, take plenty of rest, exercise. I do a lot of exercise, and just, you know, go to the salon, go to the spas, get massage. I love massages. If you've got the money,
baby girl, I know you like to
do it. And yeah, plenty of exercise. It does a lot to the body, and yeah, you can do light like facials where they'll, you know, you can do like
I want to get facials
nice
today
eyebrow,
anyway.
enhance, you know. There's the eyebrow thing. I've done it. You know, just try and but you know, not the excessive stuff. But yeah, you can look after yourself and pray as well.
Okay. Oh, okay.
And read your Bible.
Okay, Edith, what's your beauty
pray to look good, man.
Pray to look good.
Yes.
What's your beauty tip?
My beauty tips is try to eat healthy. Make sure you take your bath twice a day. Yeah, it's very important. And smell well. Smell very well. You know, there are things as a woman you should be known for. Know for a lady that smell well. If you don't see anything, spray Chetos.
Hey, what?
Oh my God! So, smell well at all costs. You don't have to break the bank to look good.
Yeah.
There are some things you can buy, like Chisom said, that are very affordable. You want to wear wig, don't go and do the unthinkable to wear wig. To my ladies out there, don't go and break the bank, do what you're not supposed to do just to look good and please somebody that is not even looking at you. Please yourself. Make yourself comfortable. There are some, they call it this wig these days that are, you know, they are not that expensive. You understand? Factory wig. Yeah, they are factory wig. And they are good. You can get something like that and look good. You can get 2 or 3. You can braid your hair. If you can't do that, get your low cut and still look good. Do a color that suits you. So for me, my beauty tips is smell well, look good, wear clothes that suits you, that match you. Don't go and wear what Chisom is wearing, and you don't have the same body shape. You understand? So know what suits you. Know the color that suits you. Get a good moisturizer, a good cream to if you are the light skin type like me, to brighten your skin. Don't bleach. Then if you are the dark skin type, look for a good moisturizer that will also make your skin glow. Good. That is my beauty tips.
Glow your skin. Anyways, Christmas is coming. Don't break the bank. Don't break the bank to look good. Let's go on a short break. We'll be right back. Please sit. Welcome back. You're still watching WIC, Women in Conversation. And we still have in the house Barrister Chisom, we have Abe, and we have Princess Edith in the house. We're going to be talking on clothing. We've been talking on BBL. You know, let's leave the BBL thing for now because it's actually very scary. Let's go to women clothing. I like to look good.
Oh, yeah.
Not too expensive.
Oh, yeah.
But if I have the money to be very expensive, why not? I wear what suits my body. That is what I wear. Yeah. Chisom, what's your take on this?
Okay, first thing a woman needs to know in the area of clothing is your color match, right? You need to know how to fit colors together and how to match them with your accessories. You don't need to do too much, especially when you're accessorizing, you know, but at least just have maybe a necklace that can, you know, match with your dressing. Just understand your color matching and
Chisom, let me now let you know why I started with you. Yesterday you were at your legal party. And I guess it was an old school thing.
Yes.
And you were looking. I wish I could play the video for them to see. You were
posted you. I posted you.
Wow. So what was your choice on the clothing? I mean, because you saw what she wore. She even wore a bowler hat on it, and she was looking. So what was it?
That's what I said.
Prompted you to?
Yes. So the theme was old school, in this old school British look, how they wear in the 80s.
That's my tomorrow dressing.
And then I was thinking, because I knew that most of the women would put on a gown, you know, a ball gown, and maybe what they call this thing they put on the head, like a hat.
Afro head.
No, like they call this this hat something.
Yeah, well, we know what you're saying.
Yes. So yeah. So I knew that was what it was going to be. But then I wanted to look, you know, like a woman king, feminine, masculine kind of look.
Wow.
And I decided to, put on a suit. I don't know if you've seen Peaky Blinders.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was the look I was trying to, achieve, I put on a suit, put on a tie. I think it's...
You didn't just put on a suit. The one that the men put inside before the suit.
The waistcoat.
She was looking so amazing.
For a lady, a lot of people were like, oh my God, wow, you look different. You look good and all of that. So that's, my fit. I knew that this was definitely going to fit me, So that's why I said a lot of women out there, you just need to know what fits you. You know that, okay, because I'm a lady, I have to dress the way everybody says, oh, dress like this. You're seeing a slimmer lady who is wearing something like this. You too, that
is fat. You want to expose your body.
You want to do this, and then you call it confidence. That this is what is, and you're not comfortable. You're always dragging it down. You're not yourself. So when it comes to clothing, you need to wear what you're comfortable in. So I heard when Edith was saying, oh, you have to look good and all of that. There are a lot of people who miss self-confidence. Because when I walked into that event, I knew what I was wearing. I was so comfortable when I was wearing, and I was confident. People were like, oh, let's want to interview you. You look different. So let's take pictures.
You were actually looking different, girl.
And all of that. So that is the thing. There are a lot of people who can still wear that same clothes, but they will go in there and they would lose confidence. You're not confident in what you're wearing. You need to enjoy what you're wearing. Your clothes alone, it speaks to people. Sometimes you can walk into a room, you don't even need to say hi. But what you're wearing, it draws people close to you. Exactly. So I think that's my take for women out there. That confidence part is the most important part in a clothing. Whatever you're wearing, sometimes you can even put it on a simple gown, just a simple gown, but your aura, I think we'll call it aura, right? The way you carry yourself in there, in that clothes.
Your courage.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm still going to hang on with you.
Okay.
As a lawyer, do you have clothes for work and clothes for outing? Do you differentiate your clothes? Of course,
definitely, yes. As a lawyer, there are ways you need to dress. People will know who you are. That's why they say dress the way
you be addressed.
Should be addressed. Somebody who is in the entertainment industry cannot dress like a lawyer and then you're going to on set, except if it is the movie theme. Aside that, but dress the way you want to be addressed. So as a lawyer, you put on a suit, you dress decently. As a lady, you dress corporately. You don't need people to start, oh, really? You're a lawyer. I didn't know when you walked in. Exactly. That's why I said aura. There are places I go. People will be like, excuse me, are you a lawyer? I'll be like, yes, how do you know? They'll say, oh, don't worry. It's how you were acting, the way you even dress. So that's the thing. Sometimes you just need to, nobody is saying, oh, dress too churchy, okay, as a lawyer, or you need to dress smart. There are a lot of, and we also have dress colors. That's why I said color match. Because I said in the corporate world, I think there are 4 colors. Maybe, I think black, brown, red, and navy blue.
Oh, so, do you have red in corporate world?
Yes. Even for the men, you can put on a red tie with your black suit. Same thing goes with the lady. A red gown, corporate with your black shoes. It matches. So that's why I said color match. Know what matches this thing, even if it's sober colors, because lawyers, we wear sober colors, colors that are not too flashy, but then when you wear it, your character in the dress would be loud. So
your character in the dress would be loud. By the way, Chisom is a beautiful lawyer. If you need to get a case done, call on her.
Of course.
Abe, what's your dressing like? What would you say makes you comfortable when you're wearing a dress? I know you have spoken to me about, dressing outfits before. You had told me how you like to dress, especially whenever you're in Nigeria. Let us know.
How I like to dress. I like the African attire. I like wearing bubu. And I wear Ankara fabrics, and I love wearing it abroad. And I feel that a lot of people from Nigeria and Africa like to wear their native wear. So I like that. And I'm intentional about my dressing. It depends on where I'm going and what the event is. And, I know Jesus was talking about, color codes and everything. Also your body shape. And you need to, there's some people that if you wear certain items, it might look too revealing or too clingy. And, so you have to look at your body shape. You have to look, at also where you're going, and I like moderation, not too excessive, and looking decent, and as you said, the way you dress addresses you, so you need to be careful. I was speaking to Chizo that was saying that sometimes that you find, and sometimes it's not your fault as yourself, it's just maybe the way your body is or the way you look, and people think you're probably younger or older, and then you find that the younger ones are going after, and sometimes it could be the are chasing after you, so yeah, but sometimes it's not even your fault. Some people are just very attractive. I see some girls that it doesn't matter what they wear, they still, it looks they look, but you just have to accept people the way they are, and as long as you're decent and you're covered up and your breast and your she's not all showing everywhere,
Abby,
and you're not making the men lose their mind.
You talked about wearing boo-boo, going the African traditional way. Is there a reason why you have decided to go that way? Have you always been like that?
Not really. I find that the attire is free, it's comfortable, and then I like the way it just flows on the body. And then again, I don't know, I just like the boo-boo. It's free, it's easy to put on, it's easy to go. Maybe I just like the easiness of the outfits. And apart from, I like the Ankara, I like the, it could not just Ankara in different African fabrics. I just like the boob. I like the style. It's free and.
Do you also put this on when you're in the UK?
Oh yes, and I also, not just the boo. I also like the trousers. The trousers that they wear with pockets.
Palazzo trousers.
Yeah, with Ankara and Ashoke. Yes, I love.
You're so excited about that.
Oh, yes.
Anyway, let me come to you. You are the fashion mama in the house. You run boutiques. So tell us, what's your fashion idea? We're just talking about clothing. We'll round off by talking about jewelries very quickly.
Okay, I like dress the way you want to be dressed. Then I like to dress for the occasion. The dress depends on where you are going to. You're going to the market, you're going for a party, you're going for a get-together. It all boils down to where you are going to. Why are you dressing? What are you dressing for? So my dress sense is looking good from head to toe and smelling well. Then I like to accessorize my dressing. I like to complement my dressing with accessories.
We're going to come there.
So the type
Let's just talk about the clothing.
Okay. So you match the color that will suit your skin, that work for you. You know what works for you. The dress that will be very comfortable in you and you'll be confident in. There are some dress you may be comfortable in it, but you are not confident in wearing them, carrying them. When you wear a dress or when you are dressed, your courage in it gives you this swag, that wherever you enter, whenever you come around, that people will know, oh, she has come, she's here. Do you understand?
Your dressing makes statement for you.
It makes statement for you. As you appear, they know, we can never see less of you. You can't cut this person off fresh. These are some compliments that I get everywhere I go. And because of the standard you have created for yourself, not because I'm a fashion person, I've been like that right from time. Okay,
let me quickly come in there. When we talk about copying dressing, the three of you had just said you want to dress the way you are dressed and dress wear what is comfortable in you or on you. You know that when we're making clothes, like what Chisom is wearing now, I see it, I like it. I might want to copy it and ask my tailor to make it. Do you think it's wrong? Do you think it might not sit down well on me, so why do I have to copy her?
You can copy. You can create. You want to go and customize your own. How many will you customize?
Oh, you have just said wear what makes it comfortable.
Yes,
and body shape. Good. Chisom's body shape and it's not the same thing.
Almost the same. Yeah, it's almost the same. She made a reference to, you see a very skimpy girl.
So I am also using that as an example. Okay, put me out of this now. We might have someone very skinny who is seeing what Chisom is wearing and decides to copy it. I'm sure you copied it from someone too. Okay. Do you think it's wrong if the person says, oh, I like this, I must make it and I must wear it? Because we copy, especially women.
We all do.
Yes, we do.
So there's nothing wrong in it.
As a fashion
to me,
person, when you want to copy, you can make some changes. It doesn't. You don't have to copy 100%. You can copy it. Maybe if it's a pant and a dress like what I'm wearing, you can copy the pants. My pants right now is a pencil pants. It's not the boogie pants because the upper part is big, a little big. So you can copy maybe the pants and the top can be.
You can change the style.
Then you can copy the top to suit your shape. You understand your body frame. Then I change the pants. You may be the type that is big down. I am not big down. So I know what suits me. I know the area I want to elaborate. I know the area I want to just keep low.
Okay, so you are saying when we're copying, we copy to what we suit our body.
Yeah, don't copy 100%.
Okay.
I think you should make it your own as well.
Yeah.
Because you like it, and you'll be like, okay, you know that, okay, maybe I can make the parts a bit bigger or the top smaller. So you make it your own and your colors. So I don't see anything wrong
in copying. Okay, there's nothing wrong in copying. Let's go to jewelries. Some people like big jewelries. Some people like it, very moderate. What do you like?
So, since we were mentioning body size, color, and all of that, it's also one of the key factors in accessorizing, especially colors. You're wearing a gold, and what you're putting on, maybe you're putting on a white silver dress, you should know what to match with it. If it's a corporate dress, maybe you're going to an office, you're putting on a corporate gown, you can go with pearls. A lot of people don't know the elegance that come with pearls, using pearls to, So people need to know that you're not putting on a party gold chain while you're putting on, because people think maybe heavy accessorizings have arrived, Even if it's expensive, it will make you look cheap when you wrongfully accessorize. You're supposed to put on maybe a little earring that would make, maybe if it's like a ball gown or a dinner date, you're going for a dinner date as a lady, and you're putting on ginormous ear, maybe hoops. These hoops earring that will make you look so tacky, So things like that, or you're carrying all these bags you need to look simple. If you want to achieve a simple, decent look, you need to know how to look that way. And again, there's no how you mention clothing, especially people who love to make up. You can be putting on a simple dress, but then if your makeup is off, you don't even know how to. But because you are seeing a lot of people, these people will make up and go to this event, then you go and be looking like a masquerade because you don't know how to.
People don't really know their fashion sense.
Exactly.
Fashion
how to match it.
Yes. There is fashion code for everybody.
Yeah.
There are some clothes you just put on without wearing any big hair, any big earrings.
Yes,
you look good. You look very attractive. But just for us to discover and know what works for you. Are you getting it? Some accessory to accessorize your dressing is very good. I sell. That's my business. Then it's not every time that you have to put them on. If you are going to a party and you want to be very loud and bold, why not? You understand? You can go for the set and all that, like what someone is wearing now. Because she's wearing because she's wearing native. I think I know that. So when you want to go, you are going for a party and you are putting up, a native attire, you want to look elaborate, you can do that. When you are going for just hangouts, evening outing, you don't have to wear all that. Simple earrings, simple wristwatch, I think you are good to go.
By the way, I like the earrings you're wearing. But let me come in there. I can't wait. Abby, go ahead. I can't.
That's why we say
that's why we say
style. No one
style.
Exactly.
I just can't. I'll be feeling I'm wearing something heavy, something big.
It's actually very light.
Even at that, I will still
that,
people looking big.
Yes.
Yes. These are costumes.
Yes.
So there are costumes that are very affordable. No, we are talking about women looking good. You don't have to break the bank like I always say. So there are some affordable accessories that you can get and you look good in them. Just look for the color. I have them a different color. Look for the color of that suit, whatever you are wearing at that particular time. You put on one, you are good.
Good. Abby, your jewelries.
To me, I have a friend that she is a personality. Do you understand? And it fits her. Because she's that kind, person. It's interesting because we can't all be the same. We'll be boring. It'll be boring. So we're all different. We all come with our personality and our shape. But that's, that's not me. And I just be me. And then to me, there's even other things that involves dressing now that I have now come to change. Like now, I know you.
I think that would be black and red.
Girl, go girl. That's me. Black, red. What's your best color? Chisom, thank you for coming. Abby, thank you for coming. And Edie, thank you for coming. We're going to be doing this the same time next week. See you then. My name is Patricia Uremike.
See you. Bye.